Just want to show some of the tricks and features about the moon clock. Tonight happens to be a full moon, which is handy. 100% there you can see, because that will let me show one of the features, which is called holiday mode. But anyway, also this is just my prototype moon clock here, so the layout's a little different than the ones out in the field. You'll notice that AM and PM were down on the bottom edge instead of over at the left and that sort of thing. But anyway, you push the knob, which is also a button, to put it into menu mode. Give it a little click. So now we're in menu mode. And menu mode, now you turn the knob to see the choices available back and forth. So the first entry there is set, which is just to, if you wanted to change the time, let's say you set it wrong to begin with, you can change it here. Calls is colors. That's to change the colors of the display. I'll demonstrate that in a second. Opt is options. I'll demonstrate some of those. And then info is a bunch of informational screens you can look at. And then done takes us back to the outside world again, so to speak, run mode. Okay, so back into the menu. So there's set. I won't demonstrate that. You've seen that in a different video. Here's calls to change the colors on the display. So we can go into that, and there's 5 different colors: M1, M2, AS1, AS2, and T. And those are the M's are the color of the moon when it's bright, like it is right now, where it would be white, and when it's dark or hidden by the earth, it would be M2. AS1 is the color of the active astrology color there, the active zodiac, and 2 is the background color, and then T is the color of the text, in other words, the time information and such down on the bottom, which is right now orange because we're in menu mode, but it'll change to the color you set if you choose to set that color. Then you have RST, which is reset, to take it back to these factory colors as you see, and then a done on that menu. So let's just play around. We can change AS1 here, which is this color, and we can just gradually take it through all the hues by rolling this knob back. There's, if you haven't noticed, if you own a moon clock, you'll see that on the back, taped to the back is an envelope. There's a new color for that one. And in the envelope is a lot of more additional documentation about this stuff, if you are interested. So, I don't know, try something like that. Alright, and then if we just hold the knob down, we go back to outside world. So I don't know if you can see in this weird computer screen, but I can quite vividly see that I changed the colors there. So anyway, but we'll go back because I like my original color choices, so we'll go to RST and pop it right back to factory colors. So that's how that works. Okay, now the other thing I wanted to show you is under opt, there's a bunch of stuff like this is FC, is whether the colon flashes in the time, 12-hour, 24-hour, all kinds of stuff like that that you can play with. But a couple interesting ones. This CDN, it's not CDNO, it's CDN, and then this is, you can change 1 or 0. If you change that to 1, you've activated countdown mode. And then this one, HOL, is holiday mode. So I'm going to activate those two. And then let's go to the outside world, and you can see that it adds some more screens. It'll now say full because the moon is full. And then it does the 7D08. If you saw, the third moon screen comes on, and that shows the amount of time until the next moon event. Well, right now it's full. The next event is going to be the last quarter, so that means it's 7 days and 8 hours. If you can see on this rather blurry prototype screen, I made them a little sharper on the ones that went out, which is good, but 7D08, that says 7 days and 8 hours until the last quarter moon. So that's what that's telling you. Okay, so those are those menus. And then info has got some stuff. If you want to have a countdown of seconds, it's right there. For whatever reason, you might like to look at that. And then there's a bunch of other data in here that may or may not be very meaningful. But at the end of the menu, the info menu, is a little hidden scrolling message that I put in. You can see what my default one is here, but if I have given you a moon clock, I will have probably put a different customized message here. So that's a little sort of Easter egg to go find if you're interested in the under the info menu. Okay, but then back here under test is a bunch of stuff you can play with if you like to mess around, and this is really in there to change the colors. Oh, see, I I overloaded it because it doesn't have enough power supply, but we'll get back to that one. Anyway, that's a few things about the moon clock.